everyone, welcome back to the channel. And let me ask you a question. Have you ever applied to 50, 100 or even 200 jobs and still received little or to no responses? You start wondering that is my experience not enough? Are my skills not good enough? Why am I getting rejected without even an interview? The truth is, in most cases, the problem isn't your qualification. It's your resume. As someone who has seen how recruiters screen resume, I can tell you that most resumes are rejected within the few first seconds. And today I'm gonna reveal the biggest resume mistake that make HR eligible candidate instantly and how you can fix them. So, if you're a fresher, experienced, or someone actively looking for a job, make sure you watch this video till the end because one small change in your resume can significantly improve your chances of getting shortlisted. So, yeah, let's get started. So, mistake number one is using a generic resume for every job. One of the biggest mistakes candidates make is sending the same resume to every company. And imagine you're applying for HR executive, acquisition specialist, HR generalist, and you are sending the exact same resume everywhere. And companies are looking for different skills for different positions, right? So when HR reads your resume, they want to see whether your profile matches the specific role they're hiring for. For example, if you are applying for talent acquisition, your resume should highlight recruitment, sourcing, interview coordination, candidate management, and if you're applying for HR operations, your resume should focus on employee records, payroll, compliance, documentation, and the solution for this is customize your resume according to the job description. Hack, this is the hack, guys. This is the hack. Mistake number two, bad resume formatting. And I literally, as a HR recruiter, I want sometimes feel like what should I tell you guys? Don't use those editing formats. Yeah, it looks like it is something kind of an editing game over. You may have amazing skills and experience in editing, but your resume looks messy. HR may not even read it. Common formatting mistakes include too many colors, fancy fonts, multiple font style, huge paragraphs, poor alignment, and remember that a resume is a professional document, guys. It's not a school project. So your resume should be clean, organized, easy to scan, and use simple fonts always. Proper headlines, bullet points, consistent spacing, and the easier your resume is, the easier your resume is to read, the more likely HR will continue reading it. Okay, and yeah, mistake number three will be writing responsibilities instead of achievements. Most candidates write things like responsible for recruitment, responsible for this, responsible for that. But every HR professional does these things. Not only talking about HR professionals, every profile, even if in a sales profile, you're telling that I was responsible for these things. Every sales professional does that. So what makes you different? So instead of responsibilities, show your achievements. Instead of handled any activities, write successfully closed 45 position within 3 months while maintaining a 90% of joint ratio and see the difference. Okay. And mistake number four will be not using keywords. Guys, here are you lacking. Your resume is not getting screened and not getting calls. You're not getting calls because of this. Because we as a HR, we screen and found your resume with the help of keywords. Many companies today use ATSS. ATSS stands for Application Tracking System. Before a recruiter even uses or even sees your resume, software may scan it first and the ATS looks for keywords related to the job. For example, if the job description mentions recruitment, talent acquisition, sourcing, for example in sales, it includes sales, inside sales, B2B sales, B2C sales, and these words are missing from your resume. The system may not even track it. So here's what your resume doesn't even get shortlisted, doesn't even get into screen, and you don't get calls because of this, because you don't make your resume according to the job description. Always, always, always read the job description, guys. Always make your resume according to the job description. Okay. Mistake number five is including irrelevant information. Many resumes contain information that HR simply don't even need. For example, your father's name, your mother's name, your religion, your marital status, your height, your weight, hobbies unrelated to work. Recruiters are interested in your skills, your experience, your education, your achievements, not personal details that don't impact your job performance. Keep your resume focused and professional, please. And every line should add a value to you. Mistake number 6 will be spelling and grammar mistakes. The mistake may seem small, but it can instantly create a negative impression. And imagine applying for a role and your resume contains spelling mistakes, what does that tell the recruiter? It may suggest lack of attention to detail, poor communication skill, carelessness, bias. And before sending your resume, read it carefully, guys. Okay, read it again. Secondly, mistake number 7, lying on your resume. This is one of the most dangerous mistakes, guys. Some candidates fake their experience, exaggerate their skills, add certification they never even communicated. And initially, this may help them get an interview, but during the interview and background verification, the truth usually comes out. And once credibility is not lost, it's very difficult to recover. And instead of pretending to know everything, focus on learning, guys. Employers appreciate the honesty, and it's perfectly okay to say, I'm currently learning the skill. And rather than claiming expertise you don't actually have, resume formula that HR has. Okay. Secondly, a good resume should answer 3 questions. Who are you? What skills do you have? Why should the company hire you? A simple structure is name, contact information, professional summary, skills, experience, achievement, education, certification, and keep it concise. And for most candidates, 1 page is enough, guys. For experienced professional, 2 pages are acceptable. And never make it like 3-4 pages. मतलब पता नहीं क्या क्या ऐड करके है उसमें जो required भी नहीं है. 1 page resume is enough, guys. Okay, and secondly, let's quickly just recap everything. Avoid these 7 resume mistakes: using the same resume everywhere, poor formatting, and listing responsibilities instead of achievements, and ignoring the keywords, adding irrelevant information, grammar mistake, and lying on your resume. Fix these mistakes and you will already be ahead of most of the applicants in the job market. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, I'll create more videos on resume building, interview preparation, salary negotiation, and career growth. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.